All right, here we are. We're in greenhouse 5, the largest greenhouse, and we're going to take a look at some of your plants that you guys propagated. Here's some tomatoes and some peppers. It's raining outside right now, so we're not going to go outside. But here's some of the tomatoes that you guys raised from seed. And then here's some hot peppers and some sweet peppers. This is Serrano, Red Bull hybrid bell pepper, Pakim hybrid, and then we've got a few different tomatoes. Mortgage Lifter, Mexico, Super Sweet 100, and Indigo Blue Beauty. And so I just want to give you an idea, you know, when you guys transplanted those, they were pretty small. And now this Indigo Blue Beauty is like 18, 19, 20 inches tall. So anyway, and then you guys did some transplanting of these Coleuses, and these were put in these 6-inch pots, and they were pretty small. If I look at this particular one here, this is one of the original ones that you guys pinched and you took cuttings off of, and then this is one that was planted later. This wasn't pinched at all. So so we did some of these, and as we work our way down, here's that chartreuse looking one, and then there's a few other ones as Rick pans down through here. And it's interesting, when they're very young, they sometimes they don't look as good, but as they mature and get a little bit older, they take on more really nice characteristics to the leaves. This one here, when we first started planting these up, they had no red in them at all. And now we're getting some purples and reds in these leaves. Okay, this is another one of my favorites. This particular one, I don't know the variety name, but really a beautiful plant. So, and then we have that other chartreuse colored one, and these were the original ones. And if we pot these up, you can see the roots in these are just really, really strong. These should be either put in larger pots or put in the ground. I've saved a variety of each of these plants, because what we'll do is we'll go through and take more cuttings off these plants. And these can last year after year if you keep them in a nice warm greenhouse in the winter and then prune them back and keep them nice and tight. Here's another one that when I originally got this one, I thought, oh, this is really not a very good Coleus. I didn't like the colors. But now, as it's getting more and more mature, it's really taking on a more coppery look to the leaf. It's really nice. This burgundy one, again, I didn't really like that much in the beginning, but now it's really a beautiful plant. So a lot of times these plants won't look as good when you first take those small cuttings, but as they mature. Also, we did some scaevola baskets, and there was like 60 or 70 of them in here, and we don't have very many of them left. We've actually sold a few. And then we had some geraniums that we'll probably show you. We'll probably do some geranium cuttings later. Rick and I will do some videos of some geraniums. But this is a variety that's a dwarf variety geranium, and it only gets 9-10 inches tall. So we might want to try to propagate some of these, and these would be great in a landscape, nice in a nice planter box. Some people like to grow geraniums in window boxes, and in Europe that's very popular. They have window boxes, little planters that are right outside their window, and these are really nice because they only get 10-12 inches tall. Okay. And then what we'll do is let's pan down here, Rick. Let's walk down a little further. We're going to look at, again, I saved some Coleus here. And these I'll be doing some cuttings of in the next few weeks so we can have some throughout. Hopefully when all this pandemic thing is possibly over, you students can come back. We've saved your Coleus cuttings. Rick and his wife came in this last weekend and planted all your Coleus cuttings up into 6-packs, and we're taking care of those. And if some of them don't make it, then we'll go through and do some more cuttings for you so everybody can have some plants, hopefully. The other thing that we've done, we've saved some of these seed trays because we do some grafting demonstrations later, and we would take some of these tops, and which would be called a scion, and we would graft them onto some rootstock of another plant. Usually what we do is we take like a red fig or a super sweet 100, a cherry tomato, and then we would graft that onto a larger rootstock of, say, like Better Boy or Bush Early Girl, a beefier type of variety. So, so that's why I've kind of kept all these here, and I've been watering them and stuff too. We've done the same thing with some of the peppers, because we tried playing around with that just to give a little bit experience on grafting certain types of plants. Okay? Again, it's raining, so we're here in the greenhouse. You guys take care. We'll see you soon.